Good day, YouTube family. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. All right, now today we're going to talk about this is Sidney Starr. Now, Sidney Starr is a 37-year-old transgender woman. Now, recently on August 2nd, 2026, Sidney Starr was arrested for molestation of a minor under the age of 16 and sodomy. Now, when they said sodomy, I had to look up what sodomy means because Sidney Starr is a transgender female, so I'm not really sure if she had the full removal of her private. According to what I researched, they said that she did, allegedly. I'm not really sure. But sodomy charges involves sexual acts defined legally as genital to anus or genital to mouth contact. Now, this assault occurred in Hateville, Georgia, at the Embassy Suites that's directly near the airport in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's like directly outside the airport. It's called Hateville, Georgia, but it's directly near the airport. They have a lot of shuttles that go directly to that particular area that has a bunch of hotels in that area. Now, I'm not really sure as far as explaining the incident, but Sidney Starr, as of right now, is not being released from jail and is being held without bond for the alleged assault of the minor child, who happens to be a little boy under the age of 16. Now, and I researched it, and allegedly it was a 13-year-old child. All right, so we're still talking about Sidney Starr. Now, what Sidney Starr is known for, Sidney Starr is a transgender model. Sidney Starr has appeared in reality television shows, talk shows, as well as movie roles. Now, what I know Sidney Starr for was ruining Chingy, the rapper, career. She completely ruined Chingy's career as a whole. Now, back in 2010, Chingy saw her. She's a transgender woman, and Sidney Starr, requested a picture, and Chingy was being polite, and he just took a picture with a random fan. As a result of him taking this picture, she completely sabotaged Chingy's career in 2010. And he never rebounded from this sabotage. I don't think he sued her either, but he was destroyed because of Sidney Starr. Now, Sidney Starr said that they had an affair and that they had a sexual relationship. This man did not know her at all. That was the first time for a quick moment that he ever met Sidney Starr, and Sidney Starr wanted fame at that time. So Sidney Starr concocted this huge lie and destroyed this man's career, his rap career. I mean, Chingy lost endorsements, he said. He lost money. He was blackballed by the rap industry. And my goodness, he had mental health problems as a result of all of this blackballing because she ruined everything for him. Now, I'm not really sure why she did this, but in 2012, Sidney Starr, the transgender woman, randomly comes out and says, "Oh, I never knew Chingy. I lied. I just did that because I was immature." And this was an interview on YouTube. She interviewed and said that she lied on this man, and all of this for nothing. Sidney Starr just wanted fame. And I feel as though that was horrible. That is the worst thing you can do. As far as her decision to be a transgender woman, I researched and she was bullied as a child when she was a boy because she was born a boy. She transitioned to a transgender woman at the age of 23. So I believe she always wanted to have fame, and that's why she took it and made these lies up to destroy Chingy. And that is like the ultimate thing that you can do. You can't do anything worse than that. You lied on this man's sexuality and everything else. It was a complete hit. Oh my goodness.
I met Chingy at a show. I was a backup dancer at a show in Chicago. It was backstage. I would say, I was probably one of the most popular backup dancers slash go-go dancers in Chicago. And I met him, follow him in the back, and I was like, hey, how you doing? Being nice.
This went on, me and the crew and everybody, we going on stage. We finna go up there and go on stage, fuck with Chris, and just check the show out. Well, with some girls who we thought was all girls on stage in body paint dancing. While I'm on stage, one happened to say they're a fan of mine and want a picture. I took the picture. Next thing you know, 2 years later, all of this false stuff comes out nobody knows nothing about. And that's literally how that went.
All right, this guy right here is Lil Boosie. Lil Boosie is a rapper from Louisiana. Now, as far as transgender women, he recently had a party and he made the decision that he did not want transgender women at his party.
For everybody going nuts about me not wanting at my party, it's the same thing if they say no alcohol in the building. Whatever we checking for, it's the same thing as people saying you gotta bring clear bags. It's the same thing when you go in a restaurant and they say no rips in the jeans.
Okay, so Boosie is right and he's entitled to have his rules and his regulations when it comes to his party. Now, the reason I'm putting the clip of Boosie in here is because the last time what happened was Chingy career was completely ruined. Completely ruined because he was lied on. Sidney Starr lied on him and ruined his career. So I can understand Boosie, he's known, he's well known, he has his celebrity friends. So he pretty much is trying to protect his celebrity friends from any chaotic situations such as what occurred in the past with Chingy. Now, when he said he want biological females only at his party that are born females, I can understand. Because if somebody lies on you that is a transgender woman and you don't know that they are a transgender woman, then now this lie can be effective enough to make you lose money, to ruin your reputation, and just destroy you as a whole because people will believe lies before they believe the truth. Once somebody damages your reputation, it takes a while for that to be rebuilt and your credibility to come back. So I understand where he was coming from because karma takes a while to come back around. But I believe with the scenario with Sidney Starr, this is karma for her because she has tried to ruin so many lives. And finally, she is feeling the impact because of what her nasty habits were. Now, I'm closing this out, but lies to become a celebrity is wrong. Ruining a person's life, as Sidney Starr did, was wrong. Now, in this world, there is good and there is bad. Nonetheless, I do believe, this is my personal view, that there is karma, and I think there is a karma circle, and what comes around will go around. Now, King James chapter 21 says, "But what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" So it's a lot that goes on in this world, but just try to do your good deed. What comes around goes around. So I think this is why she will encounter the difficulty with this situation that she's encountering right now. But try your best to do what you can that is on the right side of the world, because there's so much bad going on. Being on the right side of the world, praising God, thanking God, trying to get your life right is the right way to go. Have a blessed day, and I thank you for listening. Take care.